moment, backs were against the wall a little bit, and I think they put in a really good performance. It would have been easy, and I'm most proud of the group for the way we possess the ball now. I think it's at a level that we've never had. Are people frustrated that we're not scoring? Absolutely, I get that part, but to have control of the ball like we did today was impressive. I thought Ali and Harris, you look at the completion percentage, I think it's up, both of them up in the 90s. We talked about them being disciplined in the center part of the field, just being the connectors for us, not going outside of their comfort zone. I thought they did that. I thought Borek was excellent. I thought he was active, busy, great to get a goal. The defensive running that he did was immense for us. The whole front three, now you start to see when we play with a lead, a lot of our strengths of our team come out, and David now is running at the back line. CJ's a handful in the box. So really proud of the group overall. And if you look at the 2 goals that we concede against the run of play, one is just a technical mistake where we try to pass out of the back, which we encourage our guys to be brave and do, and one where we maybe could have closed Stieber down on the cross. Austin maybe mistimes the jump a little bit, but again, I'm still proud of the young back line and the things that they're doing against a quality opponent. So overall, it's a big 3 points that we needed. There's still things we can clean up and improve on. But overall, really happy with the players and their performances.
How much relief is there in that locker room right now? Especially with Borek scoring that goal when he did.
In a game like that, I thought dominated for the most part, it would have been real disappointing to come out with a tie in a game like that. So I think there is, they've stuck together. The players, the locker room is a strong one. They have each other's backs. I think it shows on the field. It showed on the field tonight. They work each and every day at training. And again, it's good to get 3 goals. I thought Ilsinho was a great spark for us. I thought he did a good job. But yeah, they haven't wavered or gotten too high or too low. They've stuck together. But yeah, there's 3 points anytime always feels good. It puts a smile on everyone's face. They can breathe a little easier as we prepare for a difficult road trip now.
It seemed like early on you guys were having trouble opening up the left side of the pitch. What adjustments did you make to kind of open the field up a little more?
The game plan was to go at their left side, so our right. I thought we were pretty successful in that and creating numbers advantages on that side. Really put them under pressure. Keegan got forward a bit and combined with Ilsinho. And you saw Borek cheat over to that side, and you always had Ali to connect. We've been a team where the left side, maybe for whatever reason, I think we have some, even Harris on his left foot, it's easier for him to hit the diagonal across his body, so that leads to it. Ali tends to drift to that side. We tried to get him to stay more in the center. I thought he did a good job of that tonight, but the balance was maybe a little better in the second half, but it was by design that we went down that side. I thought it was a strength for us. Obviously, we have Ray and David on the left-hand side. Sometimes there's not as many options for them to play forward, but a lot of times tonight that was by design. In particular, in the first half, DC adjusted a little bit. They switched Stieber. I don't know if people noticed that, but they switched Stieber to the other side to maybe protect a little bit more, maybe a little more honest defensive and experienced player. But we still had some joy and some success, creating chances, lots of shots on goal. Could still pull the trigger maybe a couple times earlier, but still fine-tuning those moments when to pass, when to dribble, when to shoot, and getting those 100%. We're still not there yet, but a lot of positive signs I thought tonight.
Talking about that right side, Ilsinho comes in for Fafa tonight. What's behind that decision, and were you happy with Ilsinho?
First and foremost, Fafa had an injury early in the week, so he missed a day of training. We did talk pretty extensively about at home, with teams now that sit deep, which has never been the case. Usually at home, they would everybody pretty much in the league would high press us. There is a little more respect, I think, because David is on the field, so teams are dropping a lot deeper. We're possessing the ball well, and there's less space to run into. So now we decided with Ilsinho to have him come inside and create a numbers advantage on either side of Durkin, who's a young player. I thought he had a good game, but he's a inexperienced teenager, and we try to make it as complicated for him to see multiple things. and the guys executed. So it's a balance of just possession versus Fafa, whose strength is to get in behind. That's what we chose for this week. It could change again next week, but at the same time, a good performance from Ilsinho. Fafa came off the bench, did a good job too. He embraced the role, which is always challenging when you're not in the starting lineup because everybody wants to. He had a great attitude about it when we talked this week and gave us a great performance. So it's a team. We're going to call upon everybody, especially now we go 3 games in a week. So it's going to be a busy schedule, and we're going to need all these bodies.
Nick, and then one more thing.
Gaps was a lot more active in the second half. You kind of talked about that a little bit. Could you speak about his performance a little bit?
Yeah, Ray's, when you talk about 1v1 defending, I still say he's tops in the league. Nobody really beats him clean, 1 versus 1. That's his specialty. So we've asked him to lock down that left side. Obviously, he's not naturally left-footed, but with the youth that we do have on the back line, we wanted to try to give a little bit of experience, a little bit of a comfort level, and I thought he was really good today. The smartest play of the game for me is the one where they're starting to come at us in injury time, and the simple play that a lot of maybe inexperienced players would make would be to try to head or clear that ball that on the long diagonal. He just calmly heads it back to Andre, and it just kind of kills the game off there. So these little things add up to big things. I thought Ray had a good performance, but the choice there was just an experienced guy that can kind of lock down the left side.
Last one, John.
Jim, you spoke a few minutes ago about not quite all of the pieces attacking-wise being where you want them to be yet. When Boric was in here right before you, talked about sometimes how it feels like it takes 20 passes for this team to score a goal. Are those two marks sort of a piece with each other, maybe to be a little more, not efficient, but get the job done a little quicker?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's moments where, I'd have to look at the data again, but it seemed like inside almost 25 yards and in, we put together as many passes as I've seen us, which is good because you're making the defense move, but there is still that incisiveness that you need to really break down a team. It's tough with Birnbaum in there and Brilliant. They can kind of take up they're two big bodies, so it takes the perfect play. Scoring goals is difficult. You do see a little better connection now. I think maybe in previous games a ball was played to somebody that was supposed to be checking to the ball. They're not quite on the same page. Instead, they're spinning and going away, and we're losing balls. I thought that the connections were a lot stronger. But yeah, if you're talking about the Arsenal kind of type goals where they basically pass the ball into the goal, as long as they hit the back of the net, that's what we're looking for right now. And it's been fun to watch them, but at the same time, there does need to be that pull the trigger. Ilsinho's is an example, right? A toe ball that deflects. Things can happen. Boric's in tight when he shoots. You got to shoot to score. So we'll continue to push and have guys work. I think it was a night where we definitely can't say there was a shortage of shots, though. We definitely created enough, and I'm really proud of the team, and the players played excellent and did a good job and got the 3 points.
Thanks, everyone. Union locker room will be open